Hello, it's been a while. Uh, just getting ready to run up to Wabi and grab some pig feed, but Trumpster's ready to get sworn in. We'll see how that goes. I was kind of inspired to do this. I watched Steve, I forget, No Tolerance, I think, or something like that. He's a pretty good old boy. He's got his concerns, he's showing pretty good optimism, and that's, what else, what choice do we have? I don't know, Trump. I don't know what the deep state's got in mind. Honestly, I don't think they have the stones to grease him right away. Although I don't know these left wingers, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think they do. Um, I'm not sure what the protocol would be there if they did grease him before he got sworn in. But you know, I want to believe in Trump. I do, but whew, I tell you what, he ain't the answer. That there ain't no one man's answer. That's what I guess I keep trying to tell people. DC is not gonna is not gonna do it for us. I don't care who the man sitting as chairman is. I mean, we're at the $20 trillion mark uh, of fictitious debt to foreign bankers. Okay, the only thing that's gonna straighten us out is for we the people to support a constitutional dollar. Now, I mentioned this in a comment this morning. I'll mention it again. Let's just look at history. Okay, World War One happened. Okay, um, Germany got completely horse fucked in that the Treaty of Versailles. They not only they had their own damage after fighting the war, but the rest of them, the winners, stuck them with the bill. And the Weimar Republic and hyperinflation and the old story about a wheelbarrow full of money to get a loaf of bread. Okay, so they went from that in the 20s, in the early 20s, to taking back their country. Because when Germany invaded Poland before the Treaty of Versailles, that was Germany. That was it was full of Germans. It, I mean, with the Jews and all that bullshit, I don't know what really happened there, but what whatever you want to think, if you look at the real, if you don't look at a history book, if you just look at history, you'll see that Germany didn't have no choice, but that was self-defense. They didn't have any choice but to go to war. I mean, the Jews put embargoes on them. Uh, Hell, there was headlines in the London Times, stating, we got to do something about Germany because they're kicking the shit out of us because they can't compete with them economically. Because fucking Germans, you got to hand it to the Germans. I mean, Germans are smart and they know how to work and they know how to educate themselves, or they knew. I don't know. I'm sure they got fucked up after European Union, socialism, all that silly shit. But the fact of the matter is that if it wasn't Hitler, it'd been somebody else. But the German people went from a state of ridiculousness. I mean, they couldn't even service the so-called debt they had. Um, all screwed up, hunger and unemployment, and in just a few short years, they got damn near took over Europe. They damn near did that deal. They damn near pulled that off. And if it wouldn't have been for the same bankers that were fucking them over, fucking up Russia and getting the whole communism bullshit going, uh, so they had to battle Russia. Hell, they'd have done her if Russia and Germany would have teamed up like they should have done. It would have took more than America to stop it anyway. And all they did was just divvy up the spoils, and it's done anyway. After Germany finally got beat back, but and I'm not praising Hitler or any of that bullshit. It's just the fact of the matter is the only hope that we got here in America to get the shit straightened out, so we all can have something, is to go to a constitutional dollar where we stop borrowing money, our own money at interest from foreigners. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. How did Germany do it? They started printing their own money. Boom, all of a sudden, bam, everybody's back to work, and fucking, hey, look at us. How many airplanes you want? How many fucking submarines you want? How many fucking tanks you want? They goddamn near did it. How'd they do that? It wasn't a magic trick. They just quit borrowing their own money at interest. Bam. That's how easy it'd be here. Straighten everything right up. And Trump, I'm impressed with some of his assignments or appointments rather. That dude from Exxon. I mean, I don't know what he's made of, but I do know he gets along well with the Russians. That's important. Uh, you know, same old, same old. Secretary of Treasury's Goldman Sachs fucking clown. So, see, who owns Trump? Trump's a big fish, but he ain't the biggest fish. Not even close. He got his daughter traded off to them. They are big horse Jews and Israeli Jews, big real estate. He answers to Israel, and I don't care. You can call me anti-Semitic. I don't give a shit. The fact of the matter is Israel. The reason I'm anti-Israel is because they want to run the whole fucking show, and they got our republic all fucked up. If you don't believe it, well then don't. But if you're curious as to that, and you do your own, you look into it a little bit. The Anti-Defamation League and it just goes on and on and on. They got everybody horse tied. They got it to the point where if you're a politician and you say anything, even remotely close to anything that isn't absolutely, hey, I love Israel and they're the best and we gotta do. If you don't do that, if you do anything but that, you're fucked. They fucking run you out. They got that one congressman. Hell, he ended up in jail, and all he said was, I don't think this is the best thing to do. This deal with Israel. Boom, he's out. That's they got it sewed up, and we can't operate like that. We got to think if Trump says America first, well, bullshit. Trump thinks Israel first. But I ain't against Trump, I hope the best, but what do you think he's going to do? What do you think he's going to get done that's going to maybe change little things a little at a time? That's way too late for that, I'm afraid. I mean, and I know I'm not saying I wish Clinton to get in. That's not the Jesus. Everybody's got to get out of that fucking deal. We've got to say no to the whole fucking works. Enough of us to make a difference have to say no, 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 no. You're gonna have to start abiding by the laws, your own U.S. code, and Title 18, 5671. Anybody who, in front of two witnesses or in an open court of law, fails to act to protect the Constitution is subject to capital felony treason, and it used to say, and upon conviction will be taken to the nearest, busiest intersection, hung by the neck until dead, body to stay in state until dusk, so that others won't take their oath of office lightly. You see, that's what we the people. Now that's for us to enforce. They ain't gonna enforce that on themselves. See. But every time somebody comes along, they throw us these bones, and I think Trump is just a bone they threw us. I don't care how much the left wingers, they're caught up in the same bullshit the right wingers are caught up in, although theirs is complete fucking nonsense. And so they think they keep everybody squawking amongst themselves. But see, like with Obama, let's go back to Bush. You can go back all the way fucking back after Kennedy. After so many years of fucking Democrat bullshit, they'll put in some. Oh no, we need a Republican. He's going to change things. And after so many years of Republican bullshit, well, fucking hey, we need a Democrat. We'll put a Democrat in. Don't you fucking get it? Honestly, don't you fucking get it? They ain't gonna save us. DC is dead. They're all fucking criminals. I mean, bar members, they're fucking criminals, whether they know it or not. You know, what was that? What was his name? That did the Kennedy investigation, the whatever report. He was a Supreme Court justice, and he had a quote that 90% of of all bar members are either corrupt or incompetent or both. And yeah, he's one to fucking say he did the fucking the Kennedy. Oh yeah, it was just a fucking one guy. He was just a nut, you know. That it's all fucking corrupt. It's all fucking corrupt, and it has nothing to do with us. They all take their marching orders. Oh shit, I don't know how to explain it, but I mean, I just can't believe how everybody can run around and say, yeah, you know, a lot of people agree with me. Yeah, I know it got corrupt. Our sheriff here in Clark County, good man, you know, yep, corrupt. But then he stops. He don't want to hear no more, because if he had to say any more, he'd have to admit that, God damn, maybe I should do something about this. Maybe I shouldn't quit playing along with this fucking bullshit. Well, that's what people don't want to do. They don't want to go that far. Well, we fuck. Just like fucking Steve said, we're going to get what we fucking asked for. We ask for more of the same, that's what we're going to get. I mean, if I can talk about a fucking police state. Oh, hey, check out my shirt. Victory over. Oh, it's probably backwards. I don't know how the fuck that works. Victory over oppression. And on the back it says Battle of Bunkerville. It's well, I donated just a little bit, $100 or something, to the Bundy deal, and they sent me a couple T-shirts. I thought that was nice. But there's, the rest of the political prisoners they let out, but the Bundy boys, they still got them in jail for that Nevada deal. Political prisoners, they didn't do nothing wrong. You know, that's bullshit. We gotta raise hell about that, but we'll pray for them. You know, keep praying for them, and hopefully they let them out, because that was one of those pretended victories. See, they okay, we got to get this. We got to disperse this fucking crowd, because there was a lot of people went there to stand for them. And then was it fucking year later or something, when after that deal in Oregon, that was our chance. They fucking nabbed them all them boys. I don't know who's taking care of them cattle. I suppose they all got good wives and help and shit. I suppose, I hope, but yeah, fuck, they got, see, they're patient, just like that North Dakota pipeline deal. You know, fucking hey, well, it's 20 below. They ain't gonna do much fucking digging and putting pipes in the ground. It's 20 fucking below. Let's let the crowd disperse. Yeah, we'll show them this thing here. See, yeah, they let them think they won. Fuck, next year it's gonna go right back to fuck. You know, I mean, that's how they operate. We gotta. It's gonna take years and constant vigilance and a lot of pain on the people's part to get this deal straightened out. I mean, it can start on all levels, but first of all, you got to figure out who you are as an American. And you got to figure out that Constitution that we're talking about and always hearing about, you got to read that motherfucker. You got to read that motherfucker from the beginning to the end. Then you read the Articles of Confederation. Then you read the Declaration of Independence. Then you read the fucking Magna Carta. And you understand where all this shit comes from, and that the government don't give us our fucking rights. God gives us our rights. Nobody gives us our rights. God gives us our rights. We're born with them. Now, we happen to live in a country that signed a contract with us, an ironclad contract, that's the Constitution, with the people, that said, okay, we're not only gonna not fuck with you, we're gonna make damn sure nobody else fucks with you. See, we'll guarantee those rights, see? And for a while they did, but slack, people get paid off, people get fucking knob jobs under the fucking desk, I don't know what all. But look at the state of things now. Look at the state of things now. I mean, how many people have been to court here? How many people here that are listening to this have been to court and there's a fucking damaged party? Because if there's a damaged party, if you've done somebody damage, then you deserve to be in court, and the rest of this bullshit, they ain't got no business talking to you at all. But look where we let it go. And these fucking judges, they're bar members. These fucking lawyers, they don't. They don't tell themselves they're doing anything wrong. Hell, they got themselves convinced they're doing all kinds of right things. But if you go back and read what the Supreme Court, when there was a Supreme Court, what those guys wrote, and what the framers of the Constitution wrote, you understand they ain't got a fucking thing to do with what they're doing now. Not a fucking thing. Oh no, I don't know. The good, excuse me, the good Lord, I believe. I don't know. I don't know where he stands on this. A lot of times, I wonder if he just shouldn't shut the fuck up. Vengeance will be his. But then on the other hand, there's some scripture that points you to the directions like if you sit back and don't do anything and you don't try to tell your brother, if you don't be a watchman, you're gonna have to answer for their blood. You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the hell to do about it. Honestly, I said it before. I'll say it again. I think it's the beginning of the end. There ain't no fucking hope, no matter what, because there ain't no evil, but what there ain't nothing but what is by the consent of God. That's, I mean, I hope everybody figures that out, because whatever his plan is, it ain't for us to ask. I don't know. I don't understand it, and I don't try. But boy, we had a wonderful thing here in this great country. This great country, we had a wonderful thing, and it is amazing how fast we're pissing it down our legs. But there ain't no one man in D.C. gonna solve nothing. Jesus, I just don't see where so many people. Fuck. It's up to us. It's up to us. We're gonna have to do it. A little, each of us, our little ways. That's how we're gonna have to do it. How can we do it? Well, quit laying down. Stand up. Stand up. And yeah, shit. A lot of us probably gonna have to go to jail if we, you know, in the corrupt court system for one thing or another, and you stand up for your rights. Well, when you're standing before your maker, hell's bells. There's people. Imagine them people. A lot of them got lit on fire. You know, the lucky ones got their heads cut off. Fuck, a lot of them got lit on fire for trying to translate the Bible out of Latin so the regular man could read it. Oh, thousands and thousands and thousands of people got burnt for that. We lay down for this and that and the other thing, pay income tax. I mean, fuck. I don't know. Well, anyway, God bless you. Hope you have a good day. You know, and here's something to think about, you know. Now Trump here, if he gives one fucking word of encouragement to the police of America, it's just gonna get way more out of hand. You know, you get down in Central America, you know, I know some guys that hung out down there, and even a couple guys that live down there I've communicated with. And you know, whatever government they got set up down there, the fucking cops mind their P's and Q's, because they know goddamn well. They run around with their bellies out, blowing people around. The time will come when them fucker, nobody's around, about 5 guys jump him and beat him within an inch of his fucking life, if not cut his fucking throat, depending on what he's fucking done. See, now, right, and saying that's right or wrong, I don't know, but it keeps them in line. Now, I ain't advocating that, but you know, it's just something to think about. They don't lay down for that bullshit. So, you know, right's right, wrong's wrong, whatever. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. All right, God bless you. Have a good day.